Hello, friends. Today is health. I actually came up with this idea yesterday, and I'm actually seeing it through. Didn't change my mind this morning. And the whole health topic comes after what I posted yesterday. The three priests I know that live together, they're quarantining or they're self-isolating just out of an abundance of caution, just to make sure they don't get anyone sick or they don't get sicker themselves. And it caused me to think about my own health. And I have to say, knock on some wood, it's been pretty darn good. Over the course of my now 57 plus years, I can only remember 2 times that being sick has knocked me on my back or has gotten in the way of doing things. 4th grade with chickenpox, and then July or August of 1987 when I lived in the Tri-Cities, flu so bad that I was out for a couple of days. What the random things you remember was driving home. I had went to work and I just couldn't take it anymore, and I left about 1 in the afternoon, driving by the Kavanaugh sign on Columbia Center Boulevard. It was 115 degrees, thinking, I'm so glad my apartment's got central air conditioning. That was so nice. Anyhow, so in thinking about health, there was another event that happened last week. My sister-in-law's brother, who was 55, passed away from complications from diabetes. And it wasn't altogether a surprise. I had seen him back in October, and I thought, you're not long for this world, are you? It's like every possible complication you could have, he had. And it just didn't appear that he was on an upward trajectory or stable. It just looked like he was on his way out. And he finally passed last week. And with this whole pandemic and all this going on, I've said that I'm not worried about catching COVID-19 simply because I don't get sick. People say, oh, you shouldn't say things like that. You're tempting fate. Well, the reality is maybe I might get a little flu bug for a day. Maybe I'll get a cold that lasts for a couple, 3 days, but nothing that causes me to have to miss work or miss activities or anything like that. It just thankfully who I am. And using the word thankfully in there reminds me that I need to really focus on gratitude for the fact that I have good health. My issues in life are, health-wise with the physical body, quirky corneas, back pain, which is made worse by the bus. Is there anything else? No, those 2 are the things. Oh, and way too much of me. Just way too much, which has been a lifelong fight. And I'll probably have to fight this until the day I die. But I've talked, in several talks from different places and people, that we should be thanking our bodies and being grateful for the service they give to our souls and spirits, because our bodies are how we make it through this life. It's what transports us. And despite the fact, never really been happy with mine. Like I said, just way too much of me. Of course, when you look at the fact that I came out at 9 pounds, 10 ounces, and I was on time, so it wasn't like I had been taking my time and being born. It's like, it's probably going to be a big boy. Anyhow, so what I encourage us all to do today is just maybe take some time and thank our bodies for getting us through. Mine's gotten me through 57, almost 58 years, relatively low maintenance, kind of like a Honda, which is why I'm on my 8th Accord over the course of the last 30 years. And just be thankful and grateful for your health, and just be attentive to that. I know that I'm very, very fortunate because on my dad's side of the family, of the 5 of them, 4 had diabetes and all the problems that went along with it, and my dad was the only one it missed. And No signs of that in me. And got to see, almost all the cousins this past summer. And there's one, maybe 2 or 3 that might have a little bit of problem with diabetes. And so luckily, we don't have that problem in this generation as much as did our parents. So that's my thoughts today. Take care of your health. Be thankful for it. And be thankful for the vessel that gets you through every day. Peace, friends.